with the actors union and all that,
Yeah.
what changes are they doing right now? I mean, are you guys still dealing with a lot of the regulations that they placed from last year? Because I remember last year, such things such as the buffets, all that
Hmm.
they were individually given every actor. Have you been working post COVID? I mean,
Yeah,
well, during
yeah.
COVID?
I did get to, so we had that point last year, 2020, where I think like mid-March, I remember the union sent out this email, hey, we're shutting down our production. Don't work any productions, right? And so that happened from I think mid-March up until really pretty much August. And then when it opened back up in August, I think I did a couple films and other projects between August and September. And then we had that moment again in LA at the start of this year where COVID really got big in
Really hit, yeah.
LA, and so they began shutting down. Uh, and so it kind of took another back burner. And then, but now at this point, auditions have been coming in a lot. I see a ton of projects filming around Georgia and out in LA. So it's things that are still is picking back up. But yes, things like that. Like one of the one of the benefits of working is if you're a foodie, there's always a variety of foods you'll get on a bunch of different sets. And so that kind of was kind of like like someone has to tell you the menu and then they have to bring you the food because especially back in September when we were just like opening up for the first time
Yeah, a long
after
time, yeah.
what yeah, oh they were strict. Like, don't tell me what you want. Don't go over here. Somebody's gonna get everything. Like it was strict
Did
because
you guys
they
have to
couldn't.
quarantine? Did you guys have to quarantine? Was that part of one of the regulations that they had? Like, did actors have to like just
Hmm.
how the NBA? I don't know if you watch the NBA, but
Yeah.
last
Hmm.
year they
The
all had
bubble.
to quarantine before they actually could take practice. Like, I mean, was
Right.
that also the same process you guys went through?
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. And so I don't know, but I can only imagine how much money that was costing the studios to really shoot to even now to shoot during that time, but especially back in last fall because you're right. All the COVID tests, right? You had to get when you were at home, you had to get tested. Before you left to come to the location where you're going to quarantine at, you had to get tested. When you got to the location, you where you're going to quarantine, you got tested. And then from that period, you're sitting in somewhere quarantining until you got your negative result. And then I think there were times on set you're testing every other day.
So
You know
you
what I
were
mean?
doing that, huh? Last,
Yeah,
wow, that's a lot of
yeah,
credit and that's a lot of work. I mean, it's a job at the end of the day, but still,
right. Hmm.
mentally, just taking all that in, that just must be exhausting.
Yeah, and I say this
Yeah,
at the time, the people sticking them things up your nose, they weren't as nice as they are now. So back in
I
August,
heard
they was
about that.
touching, yeah, they were
I
touching
heard
your
they were
brain.
just sticking.
Yeah,
And just to hear it now, they just do a little swab around the nose now.
right.
It's not like sticking it up. I heard about that
Nah,
actually. It's funny.
back last fall, man, they were touching your brain so 4 times a week, someone's tickling your brain.
Your
So
brain. I can
yeah,
only imagine that. Yeah. Hey, what's good, everybody? This is Dro Breeze from Dro in the Know. Thanks for checking out the preview of this episode. If you like what you hear, please make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. If not, you can also check me out on all digital platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, or visit www.drobreeze.com. Much love.